Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. It's been a while that I want to do some YouTube videos, and here I come across a tool which was interesting. Build me an e-commerce website with a clean UI using react.js. I want to sell milk bottles. Let's see. That's the new way of developing an web application. That's bold is coding a React web application for you. Look at this. It's installing the dependencies. It is creating page by page the files required for our e-commerce website, our product page, cart context, product card, the app itself, and it spins a environment. Now that's the basic website it created. Not even a single line of coding. So anyone with no knowledge of coding can do this going forward. So now I want a menu. Can you add a menu in the middle with home, products, contact us, and about us pages, and add more content to the home page UI to look like a professional website. And you got 1 million tokens free. Bold.new goes back to the work. You can see it's updating the code. Bolt.new actually leverages WebAssembly technology to use your own browser and your own machine to run an operating system in a browser. That's how it spans your web application and get it working. That's all the work done. When it identifies a problem, it shows as it is. Syntax error: the requested module does not provide an export name default. Either you can comment to fix it, or you can go to the code, start debugging it, and update it. On the other way, you can just click the attempt to fix, and that will try to fix. I have done this few times, and sometimes it fixes, sometimes it takes multiple attempts to get it fixed, and this time it fixed it. And look at our website. That looks nice. Product page, contact page, about page. Can you add a footer to my website? Don't bother about the spellings. That is an AI we are talking with. That's the extra bit of code for the footers. And that's done. Let's look at our footer. Pretty much neat. Good. I like that. You have an option to download, and the whole project is on your desktop. Look at that. Sweet, isn't it? Without writing a single line of code, you got the whole e-commerce website on your desktop. That's the future of web development or any application development. This is just the beginning. In 2025 it's going to be massively agentic coding or development. You say what it is. There will be a lot of agents in these coming years. Okay, that's one example. And now let's talk about the lovable.dev, which is a similar website to that. Let's go back to our original prompt. Let's copy this and bring it here. Let's try to create. Let's sign up. Let's focus on where we left. We are building an e-commerce website with a clean UI using React. I want to sell milk bottles. It first lists down the plan for the project and then it starts coding. The technology behind the lovable.dev is that they try to boot and run a virtual machine in fly.io to execute code generated by their AI engine. And that's the first version of it. Pretty much okay. That's not milk bottles, but a decent website. Okay, let's do the same prompts from bold.new, whatever we gave, and wait for the update. Lovable doesn't allow you to edit code on your browser. You don't have the option to edit your code on the browser like bold.new. Okay, that's product page coming soon. Pretty much broken. How should I go back? Index, about us, coming soon. Should go back to index. Contact us. I should go back to index. Okay, let's do the third prompt. Can you add a footer to my... Okay, there is a footer already here, I think so. Okay, it's just stay update. Let's add this. Can you add a footer to my website? The option to edit code takes us to a GitHub. You need to connect GitHub, and where you can use GitHub browser to edit your code. That takes a long time compared to bolt.new. Okay, That's the footer. That looks good. Let's see what they're charging. Okay, for Bolt, you can go to my subscription. You can see 875k token left from my 1 million free tokens, where we can get this Pro and Teams version. Pro is a 10 million token for $20 a month. It's billed monthly, and it gives 10 million. Once the 10 million gets exhausted, if you used it, I finished it in 2 days, 3 days, just playing around with it. You can top it up. The lovable, let's see how much they charge. uh, Go to dashboard. Okay, go back, account settings, plans and billings, where they do 5 daily messages free, and then for $20 beyond daily limits with a monthly limit, unlimited private projects. But look into this, beyond daily limits, it is 100 requests per month. You can make a decent project out of it. The price is $20, and for 50 it is 250 requests, and for 100, 200, 300, 900. Okay, that's the price of these. So now let's jump on to, these are all paid versions. You can do a decent small projects with the with 1,000 1 million tokens and 5 messages. Out of these two, bold.new and lovable, I prefer bold.new. The speed is good, the response is good, the output is good, and you can see, as in any chat history for an AI agent, we can just go and check where you left, what you left, and you can continue your project. It just spins the preview and it will show you where you can keep editing or updating these pages. Both of these are paid options. Now we have a free option which I'm going to walk you through. There is a fork for bold.new on GitHub, which is bold.diy. That's a GitHub code repository where you can download this code and run this application completely on a local machine. Plus, you can configure your own API keys from whatever AI API you prefer. Let's download this and jump into the development. Let's download the Bolt. Click the download button. That's the source code. Okay. And now go back to the previous page. Look at this installation guide, and they have given instructions to run this application, and these are all the direct installation recommended for beginners. I will prefer you start with this, and if you are an advanced user, go for Docker. Pretty much straightforward. Okay, let's do this. Install package manager. Now unzip the file, right click, new terminal for our folder. Now run these commands. Okay, next, and the next command. Now run this last command to get your that gets your app up and running. Let's check that out. That's it, as simple as it is. Opening our local host. That's our bolt.diy on your local machine. Completely free. Okay, now let's go to open router. Open router is a unified interface for LLMs, as it explains. To keep it simple, an API for all the AI API. Now this is our local host, which is running our bold.diy local version. Now you can see all of this. Sometimes you don't see this option of drop downs. You just refresh it once, you get it, and you can see it's been integrated with quite popular AI tools available right now. Google, you can choose its modules, anything, and based on whatever you selected, you click get API key. You will end up on your, I chose Google, so I ended up in Google and create an API key, get your API key and use it on bold.diy, a local version. But right now I am going to use open router. So where in open router you can go here, click keys, and you can create key. My bolt.diy local copy a key. So you can leave it blank for unlimited. I'll just create it, leave it blank for now, copy my API key, go back to my open router selection. Open router API key is not yet set, so I'm just going to click here and paste it here. Click the tick button. That applies the API key for open router. Now you have all these options to choose from the open router. Open router have all the collection of APIs and its modules available right now. So now I'm going to choose Google's Gemini, and that too there is a free version. There is few free versions in Google, where I'm going to choose this Gemini Flash 2.0, which is free. And now let's go back to our bold.new and get our original prompt to build me an e-commerce website. Let's try to run that from our free Gemini API with our very own local version of bold.new. That is it. You got your own free, completely free, using Gemini API. That's the preview. Let's take our next prompt and use it as it is, as we used on bold.new and lovable.dev. That is, the page is getting updated. starts from Gemini. Okay, now the menu is added. Let's add our footer. As you see, every LLM gives out the response and the performance differs. Okay, that's a footer for an e-commerce website. That's funny. Let's try to see. Okay, that's not bad. About us, home. Okay. All right. We have explored all three apps and put them to the test by building the same website with identical prompts. From our experience, bold.new definitely stood out with its sleek, good-looking UI, and its token-based package feels more appealing compared to lovable.dev, which is limited by the number of requests per day. However, bold.diy offers a unique advantage. It can be downloaded and run locally on your machine, providing the flexibility to choose the API of your choice. Awesome. Plus, with OpenRouter.ai API account, you can streamline cost by paying for just one account and accessing multiple APIs. Looking ahead, these AI tools have incredible potential to become more powerful, especially with the AI and its APIs evolving and improving every day. It's exciting to think about where these coding tools could go with future updates. So let's stay tuned and keep watching as these tools evolve. Thank you.